Well, g'day, and welcome back again to YunFu. And today we're taking a little stroll through a little bit of a village area over the river here. So, if we spin our camera around, we are basically staying down this way, just about where this building is. Last time we were here, we did a walk way down here. We actually came back out through this little side road here, which runs down along the river down here. So this time we're actually going to go over the other side of the river here. We're going to go down through this side of the river, go have a look what we can see down here. One thing I hadn't seen last time I was here, because every time I crossed the bridge, we crossed over this side, I didn't actually know there's a sort of old bridge here. So this must be the old roadway, which is, well, almost single lane. You could squeeze two cars through, but it'd be a tight fit. So they've since, however long ago that bridge was built, they've since built this one, which is 3 lanes this way and then 3 lanes on the other, in the other direction. So it's yeah, much better for traffic. I see the amount of traffic coming over this bridge, especially when you sort of hit 5:30, 6 o'clock rush hour. Yeah, that bridge there would not be up to the task whatsoever. So we're going to get over the bridge here, and we're going to chuck a left, and we're going to head down this way and see what we can see. So last time we were here, we also took a walk over down this road down the back here, where we saw all those houses with fish breeding ponds on their property. So I don't know if we're going to see more of the same as we head over this way. We'll find out. So as we head into this area, there's a couple of restaurants and stuff, things like that in here. So I mentioned in the last video, this is where we came last night. We went way down here to this guy's house that he's building, which we'll see again in another video. We are going to go back there at some point and have a look. So just over the road here, looks like we might have, just wait, we've got a green light from the bridge. So we've got a bit of traffic coming through from our right hand side. This looks like it might be markets and stuff in here. So we'll go and have a quick little squiz through there. See plenty of traffic coming in here. So it is about 4:30, so people are starting to head home now. So yes, it's just starting to get busy. Okay, we should be almost good to cross the road here. We won't go right the way through here. I just want to duck my head in and see what we got. So yes, it is markets, fruit and vegetable. I can see meats in there. So yeah, market area. So in there to buy your food. But we're going to carry on down this way. So yeah, we've got a few little restaurants, cafes on our right hand side here. So as people are heading home, they can either stop in and grab something to take home with them, or they can go and sit down and have a meal in the restaurant. This looks like this might be the back end of that same markets in here. No, so we're heading down. We've got some more shops in there, and yeah, okay, yeah, I can see just over the top there, you can see the market. So there's little buildings in between there. Right, we're going to carry on our way and see what else we can find. So this here on our right looks to me like restaurant stuff. We got a looks like an acupuncture sort of place in here, and the rest look like restaurants, so they're probably not quite open yet. Yeah, we'll see. They may well open a little bit later. Heap of guys sitting down here. Looks like they're all playing cards in there. It's a little tea house by the look of it. Lots of guys playing cards. Little fruit market here on our right. So what have they got in there? We've got oranges, apples, looks like some sort of big melon. And then what do we got in here? Investment Company Limited. Not sure what they do in there. So yeah, up here, the place we went for dinner last night was up around here, probably 5 or 6 kilometers down the way. And yeah, it was quite a climb to get up to the house, gravel road. It was quite a mission to get the car up there. We had to have a couple of runs at a couple of hills. So we got some of the Spring Festival stuff for sale in here. Someone set up just a little stall. Oh, we see lots of orange trees down here. So as we said the other day back in Jiaqing, these sorts of things very, very popular for Spring Festival. We've got a couple up the back with big oranges on there. Looks, hello, looks absolutely brilliant. So yeah, a lot of people will buy these, put in their houses this time of year. In behind here we have this big wall in here. Apparently that is a swimming pool in there. We are winter time at the moment, so yeah, it's closed at the moment, but yeah, apparently there's a swimming pool in there, so we might have to go and have a look next time we're here. I do like that wall, looks amazing. Looks like something you could find in medieval England or something. Very cool. Okay, lots more fruit for sale here. Oranges, more melons up here. This hill just sprouting out of nowhere behind us. So we have a few houses down the back here. And lots of people selling fruit. So a lot of people have a bit of, you know, being a more rural town, a lot of people have a lot more space here to grow their own vegetables. So a lot more people can be selling products like that here. Whatever they can't eat themselves. So yeah, this house we went to last night, he's got huge vegetable gardens sort of down below the house, right down in the valley, which we'll get back and have a look at another time, because it was, yeah, just amazing looking spot. So if you saw the video last time, so these buildings, this is over the river here, these buildings are where we walked through last time. Quite industrial in there, quite smelly in places. This side, from what I saw last night when we drove out here, looked more residential. Didn't look to be as much of that industrial sort of stuff over this side of the river. But we've got quite a big building being built here. We've got 3 floors. That's all go. So all the scaffolding here is all bamboo. See the green sheeting they put up just to keep dust and stuff, so when they're working they're not letting dust or bits and pieces of what are building materials fall out into the street. So we have more of the Spring Festival stuff for sale in here. Another little road heading up to a few more houses up this way, but we're going to carry on straight down the way. It's nice to get back out here, get out of the big city and be back into somewhere a little bit smaller. It's very pleasant. So yeah, a lot of houses out here. It's we've got sort of three floors. There's a couple I can see that are 4 floors high. Mainly 3 floors by the looks. And then in between each of these houses, we have these little alleyways running right up through. So it looks like there might be maybe a dozen houses all the way down through there. And then we get past this next building, and we've got another alleyway running down. So you wouldn't really want to be taking much in the way of car. I don't think you could squeeze a car through, but it looks like most people park their cars out here on the left and then walk up to their homes, or there may well be parking further up the back. I'm sure they can, you get to the end of this little building zone, and I'm sure there'll be a road going up the back and they'll have car parking up the back to park in. So we're just going to duck down to the left here, and we can see sort of the river's sort of running down through here. But before we get there, we have all these gardens, vegetable gardens, fruit gardens, all that sort of stuff running through the back. It's yeah, just gardens everywhere, fruit and vegetables. You get fresh produce here all the time. Depending on what season it is, you'll have different products, but there's always fresh produce available here in these small places, normally picked straight off the tree. Okay, we've got a bit fenced off here, so we might try and get over to the other side of the road if we can dodge between these cars. There we go. Okay, so this looks more like a road that maybe they can go down, find parking up at the back of this housing area. So there will be more sort of off-road parking. So I don't know how well you can see that out there, but it is a bit of a drizzly day today. It's hasn't rained as such yet, but there is a little bit of drizzle falling. It's a little bit damp in the air, but it hasn't actually bucketed down on us yet. Hey, nice truck going past, loaded up with something or other. We have these old sheds over here on our right, and then looks like through the middle, more garden area set up. You can see lots of shading set up for plants and stuff. That looks, yeah, it looks much older. Look at this shed down here. Much older than a lot of what's around it. Banana trees here. Plenty of bananas growing, not quite ready for eating yet. We're just up at the house where I'm staying, and I'm standing at the window, just looking down at the river, watching the road go past, and a truck drove by with what looks like 2 lions in the back, which absolutely blew my mind. So I went and asked what was going on with that. Apparently there is a some sort of traveling animal display in YunFu at the moment, up near Joanna's school. So we're going to I'll try and find out off Joanna tonight when we have dinner what that's all about, and might try and head up there tomorrow and make a video there. I'd really like to see what sort of animals they tour with. I mean, lions are great, but I'd actually like to see some more Chinese wildlife. Sort of being stuck in Jiaoqing and with COVID, not really being able to travel very much. The only time I've really seen animals is, well, it looks like we have some sort of temple here. The worship area at the back, and yeah, I can see inside there. Okay, so temple. So we're not going to go in there and film, but yeah. So apart from a couple of trips over to Guangxi, where we ran into some monkeys here and there, I've not actually seen much in the way of wildlife. Occasionally see snakes around, plenty of birds, of course, But I would love to find, wow, look at this gate in this house here. Wow, that looks amazing. That's really cool. Yeah, it's a nice job. Okay, we're going to veer around to our right here. Yeah, so with this traveling animal show, I'm hoping we can actually find some more animals around the place. You know, see some more of the sort of local Chinese stuff. Because where I am, it's very hard to come across this stuff. There are plenty of sort of animals that are indigenous to the area, but you just, you know, being in a city, you just don't see them. And I don't know where to go to find them. I'd love to get out and have a look at that sort of stuff sometime. Well, I've just had to turn my microphone back on. I hope it's picked up. We'll see how well this does the old backup thing. So we're into a bit more rural stuff here. And okay, we're just going to stop here for a second. Okay, so we're looking a little bit more rural now. So it's a bit of an empty space before we get to the next little village. And the next little village is the part I actually wanted to walk through. So a lot of this stuff that we've just gone through, a lot of that's fairly new housing and stuff. Whereas down here, I can't remember how far it was to walk. So we'll see if we make it all the way there or not. But what was I? Yeah, we'll see how we go. Hopefully we can get there. The villages, yeah, looked much older. A lot of older buildings than what we've just been through. So we'll see what we can find. This big shed on our right here. I don't know what's in here. I tried to peer in last night when we drove past, but couldn't see in the door. Then on our left, we have this wall. I have no idea what's on that side either. So we'll just have to try and find out another time what these things are. There's not even any signage on this big shed on our right to sort of take a punt at what it might be. But it's a bloody huge shed. Absolutely massive. We've come to the end of this shed and there's still no sort of hint as to what it might be. So we're back into houses on our left and our right. We've got another nice looking gate here. It looks really cool. We've got a dog in there as well. He looks like he's not very friendly, so we'll keep walking. Rubbish collection point. All sorts of rubbish there. Doesn't smell too bad, so not too much food waste. Big truck coming through. Hey. And we've got another garden on our right here. Fruit and vegetables. And then a couple of old sheds up here. Wow, barred windows, no glass there, so it's very old style. Wooden shutters over bars. And then we've got what's in behind here, more gardens. I thought they might have ducks or chickens or something in there, just judging by that shed at the back, but doesn't appear so. It's just a garden. Okay, I can hear somebody talking on a microphone up here. There might be something happening up the way. So we've got some sort of a gate here heading into this section. I don't know if this is something other than Spring Festival. It looks very Spring Festival-y, so maybe that's just to do with Spring Festival still. We're going to go around to our left here. We'll veer to our left, because that appears to be where the microphone I can hear is coming from. And yeah, if you hear a microphone like it sounds, I don't know if you could hear that through this. Yeah, there's every chance there's something happening down here. I'd love to see them drive past again in that truck with the lions, because I almost want to double check what I saw, that I did see what I think I saw, because it was so out of place and so unexpected. Actually, we might just going to duck up here. Hey, have a look through here. These old buildings here. So we've got a big concrete pad here in front of us, and then these old sheds all the way around, which probably at one point would have been homes if you go back far enough. But yeah, really, really old brickwork, the old slate roofs. So just being used for storage now, but actually looks like asbestos up there. They'd want to get rid of that, I imagine. Not a healthy product to have lying around. I don't know how common the use of asbestos is here in China, whether it was widely used in the past. Something that might be worth digging into and trying to find out, because I know in Australia we had a lot of trouble with asbestos and people getting sick from the asbestos in houses and stuff. And you know, the government funded a huge big scheme to try and get all the asbestos out of all the old homes, which lasted a long time. It was a huge big job. I don't know how much, when asbestos started being used in the West, whether China adopted that process or stuck with the old ways and avoided the whole asbestos problem. I hope they stuck with the old ways. So we've got some building being done here, mixing up concrete on the side of the road. So they're fixing a little hole in the path there by the look of it. Oh, we've got a big lake here in the middle of the village. Wow, look at this. So we've got houses being built out and coming right out over the water. So the water's actually underneath these back verandas. Wow, that looks amazing. So we might walk down here a way, and then we'll come back where we we'll get to the end of the lake and we'll spin around and come back on the other side of the lake through that side, because I'm starting to think the old sort of village area that I was looking for might be a bit further than I was planning on walking today. Folks I'm staying with have got an electric bike, which I'm going to actually use that a fair bit this time to travel a bit further afield than what we could last time and get around a bit quicker. Last time I was here, I was walking every day, and walking 15-20 kilometers every day, just trying to find interesting places to make videos. And then the last day we did the video in a park last time, and if I can figure out how to do it, I'll try and put a little thing on the screen here to link you to that video. I haven't figured out how to do that. I must learn how to do that so that when I do say something like that, you can actually click on that and go back and watch that video. Wow, this looks a really nice place here. Look at this. Nice home. 3 floors, huge big space out the front for parking cars and stuff. Really nice. Then a lovely fence out the front. Beautiful looking place. Wow. So yeah, I'll try and learn how to do this linking videos stuff so that we can link videos back to things that I mention. So yeah, we were going to go out. I was going to go for a walk out to this park on our last day here, and I'm about to leave, and Ange says, "Oh, I've got an electric bike. Would you like to take that?" I said, "What? You've got an electric bike? I've been here for 2 weeks, and you never told me. I've been walking miles and miles and miles." And she laughed, said, "Yeah." So yeah, she's sort of said, "Look, anytime you want to take the electric bike, take the electric bike." So we will do that. We'll still do a lot of walking because, like I said in the earlier video, oh, look at the symbol down here. I don't know what this says, but that's a cool little signpost. Really nice. So yeah, like I said in the previous video, although it's nice to get out on the electric bike and travel further if you've got a destination in mind, it's still nice to walk because you come across things that if you're moving too quickly, you just don't see, you don't notice. So on our left here, we've got another big lake here. This one looks much bigger than the last one we saw. Get up past these trees here, we've got a bit of open space. We can have a bit more of a look. So yeah, big lake. Looks all man-made. Well, maybe it was here originally, but they've just built it up a little bit to keep it safe and secure, stop it from flooding too often. Okay, we're going to carry on the way through here. So on our right behind these buildings was the other lake we just walked past, and it looks like we might have another lake just over this side. We might just take a little stroll up that way before we head around to our right. Oh wow, look at all this. This looks much more sort of traditional here. So big stage area up in here. Must do some sort of performances. And then looks like some sort of a temple area in here. Okay, so just before we go wander up that way, we're just going to go down the back here. And it looks like over on our right here, we might have another lake knocking around. But we'll get past this building here and have a look, see what we can see through here. Lots of old buildings through there. So this isn't the old village I was intending to go and look at. So yes, we do have a lake area, but it looks like it's all been drained. It's yeah, totally empty apart from that small patch in the middle there. So I don't know why they would do that. Maybe they're just over to the left here. It looks like there's some building work going on. So maybe they're just refurbishing something in there. Going to refurbish the lake and then refill it. Maybe stock it with fish or whatever they're going to use it for. So yeah, lake under repair. So you can see these houses going right the way back through here, circling around the edge of that empty lake. So we're going to head now, sort of veer up to our left here and follow, and we'll end up coming back out to where we just walked in. Oh, so that big house that we saw, this is the reverse side of it. So it backs right onto the lake there. Once we get up here a bit more, we'll have a look a bit more at the lake. We might come and have a look at what this building is another time. We're not going to worry about that today. Then we've got lots of traditional old buildings through here. These old wooden framed windows and stuff. looks amazing. I love this brickwork. Nice big tree here. God, there's no kids in there. If that was something like that in my neighborhood when I was a kid, we'd have been up and down that thing all day long. So yeah, very, very old part of town, I would imagine, through here. So yeah, we can see these buildings going right the way down, right the way through. And then, if we look through one of these gaps, we should be able to see this chicken coop down between the houses. Hello, chickens. So yes, they'll use every inch of space. These old places in here, look at that. That is pretty cool. I'll come back and explore this further one day when I'm not filming and just be able to come through and take it all in. I do enjoy exploring these old villages. This artwork up under the eaves of these places here. All very, very old by the look of it. Oh, and then look at this one up here. We've got some with birds and stuff in here. Oh, that looks really cool. So all sort of carving rather than painting. They're all very old. They could do with a bit of repair. Be nice to see them spend a bit of money on things like this, which they are doing in places, but it's a bit hard to do it all at once. There's so many things that need money spending. It's hard to figure out where do you prioritize each bit of spending. Money only goes so far. But when they do get stuck into revitalising some of these places, they do a good job. Got another little worship area here on our left. You come in, light your incense, sitting underneath this huge, big spreading tree. This tree is just massive. Wow. And then a little incense area under there. A couple of little statues of whatever gods they're worshipping here or whatever figures they're worshipping. Oh, looking up the hill here, another old shed. More garden area up there. And this is almost looking like bloody mud bricks here. These slate roofs again. Yeah, there's so much interesting sort of architecture to look at. And it varies too when you travel from place to place. You know, it's not even province to province. Sometimes it's town to town. You see the different sort of styles that different peoples adopt in their building stuff. So, and, you know, yeah, it blows my mind. It's always interesting to look at. So we're coming back out now. So this is this gate where we went around to the left. So we're going to shut off there. That's going to be today's video. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed having a little bit of an explore with us here through this little village. And if you have, hit that like button, subscribe to see more of what's coming up from YunFu in the near future and Jiaoqing in the more general future. If you have any questions, comments, chuck them down in that comment section. If you have any ideas, any questions, any things you might like to see a video about here in China, let me know. Anyone comes up with good ideas, we will endeavor to make those videos for you. So yeah, hit us up in the comment section. Let me know what you want to see. Yeah, and thanks for watching. We're going to head off now. We're actually off to my students' restaurant to have dinner with my friends tonight. So should be a good time. So cheers, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. We will see you all in the next one. Take care.